Hey everyone, just getting set up. Whoever's hopping in early, you gotta tell me how my volume's doing. Am I too loud? Is the music too loud? Let me know how it sounds. Like my fancy green screen? Like floating? Ooh. Oh, my hands mess with it. Oh no. Sounds good? Okay, great. I need like a close-up. I need like one of those big like boom like close-up microphones so you can hear the wood carving. Do you like the wood carving ASMR? All right. It's 11, yeah, it's 11:30 now. Okay, so there's a few people filing in. But yeah, welcome back to Artful Connections. My name is Cody Sherman. I am a toaster press. Does that read the right way? Yeah, it does. Cool. Toaster press. I do woodcut printmaking. Woodcut printmaking is the process of creating a raised surface and using that as a I'm all mixed up. Using that as a printable object. So I'm carving out all this. Everything here that you see is red or this kind of green that I colored in last time. I need to get rid of that so that only the black is what shows up and what prints. And so yeah, I'm going to continue doing that. Now that I have... Last time I just did the little area right here so we could work on some stuff, but now that I got the whole area mapped out, I don't have the inside of the can finished yet. I've been going back and forth on designs. The tree branch is still pretty bare, but I know the outline shape of it. We can now outline everything and carve away all this extra red on the outside here. That's the easy part. So I'm going to go ahead and outline this. And hopefully with all the work that I get done during today's stream, that means next week I will be able to bring this thing into the studio and hopefully do a live stream from there. And carve for you all, or not carve, but print on live stream. That's exciting. I've never actually printed at the soon to be announced thing. No secrets. Ooh, dang. This royalty-free music is popping today. So, right now, as I mentioned, I'm just going around the outside of the image with my carving tool. Just really need to get that outline. So, here, I'll kind of give like a spoiler. So, once I have this outlined all the way, then I can go in with either my large carving tool or like my smaller U-gouge. Hey, welcome. I can go in with either of these, and then I can just start going to town and just like removing chunks. Which I don't have it focused in that spot, but it is super satisfying just to go in and just remove big chunks of that wood. You're like, yay, I'm making a lot of progress! but I'm not quite there yet. So welcome, welcome. People are hopping in and out super quick. I'm like, oh god, it's that woodcut guy again. I came here to listen to Dan Sheets play his piano. So how are all three of you doing on this kind of rainy, cold day? I woke up and there was just like a bunch of like tiny icicles hanging from my tree. Sometimes I get impatient and I just have to see the progress that comes from carving away, all that stuff like that. Oh, and discussed last time, we said to open his mouth, so I did that. So his mouth is open, you can kind of see the teeth, and I just put kind of some gestural lines to help show me where I need to create some shading for the inside of his mouth. He also needs a little bit of texture on his mouth too, or on his head. But I'll probably make that up as I carve. Also, if my green screen gets torn down, it's because my cat. He is weirded out by the thing. He's just been like clawing at me from behind, and he might poke his head in. So if it just looks like there's a cat popping out of my shoulder, that would be this shoulder. That's why. You know, with everyone talking about making masks and everything, I thought about trying to make some for myself and printing on them. I don't know if I feel comfortable selling those. I'd probably just give those away. Sleepy but good. Yep, it's one of those sleepy days. Alright, more people hopping in. Welcome, welcome. If you're just hopping in, I am continuing the woodcut that we started last time. Since I have all of my, I like to call it like my guide color, this red. Since I have all that down, I'm trying to trace everything out with my V-groove. And then after I do that, I'm gonna watch my cat chase ghosts around my house. No, I'm going to get rid of all the outside chunks so then I can focus in on the inside of my design. Yeah, so when if you weren't here last time too, I had this thing called a bench hook. Can't really see it, but here, I'll try to move the camera. So this bench hook, it latches on to my table there, and just kind of helps create just like a pushback so that it has a little bit more resistance when I'm carving into the plate. That's why I rotate it a lot, because I have to keep that bar is up here. And since it doesn't move, I have to move the plate. So you'll see me flip it around every which way. Nope, going the wrong way. Oh, well, yeah, and if you haven't already, pretty please give that stream a like and a share. We want to try to get as much as we want to try to grow our Artful Connections community as much as we can. I think at this time we all use have been utilizing all sorts of creativity, whether it's us making our own art or enjoying others in forms of film, video games, books. We just need to spread as much art as we can at this time, I think. Also, if you have any questions for me related to what I'm working on or not, feel free to message in the chat. I got the chat open right in front of me. I can see what you're talking about. Looking good. No, you're looking good. Thank you, Gilbert. Yeah, I got his mouth open. He's having a good time. I also get a little impatient. I like to carve just all around my block. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that, but also, thank you to everyone who is working from home currently and have me open on the side window during their very important meeting. That is also appreciated. Can you just see? Oh no! The magic of my green screen's going away. Oh, it's only when I lean over. Oh well. What do I call this one? I don't know. He doesn't really have a name yet. He's not quite done. He's obviously not quite done. But, I don't know. Nothing has really come up yet to... Usually something like weird happens to help name them. So he's unnamed. If you have naming suggestions for this possum, drop them in the chat. Who just angry reacted? It's okay to be angry at it. You know, art causes emotions. Anger is an emotion. That's, you know, mission accomplished. Alright. After I finish up this arm, yeah. After I finish up this arm, I'm going to start doing this side, this chunk of the board, just so I can feel accomplished, because, man, carving is a slow process, and when you can do those big outside chunks like that, it is so satisfying. Now, a lot of my designs are character designs, and they don't have backgrounds, so I have those opportunities to have those big outside chunks. Alright, that is looking good. Eh, whatever happens. Especially, like, people just, like, they'll slap that, like, the reactions as fast as they can. I know I do. I'll hit like a million times, heart 1,000 times, then sometimes you actually hit cry or angry or laugh or the face. Well, I don't think my chat is scrolled all the way down. Oh, there we go. Artist, don't be afraid to share. This is super relaxing. Yep. Work from home life, or, you know, also not work from home life. I know it is just not the greatest of times, but that's why we got art. That's why we got this. If you cry, cry. Don't cry. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get this thing carved out just fine. You know what? No. I'm gonna use a big one. This thing definitely needs to be sharpened. It's got a tiny little chip in it. But here we go. Ooh, what's this one? So, enjoy my nasally voice and royalty-free music as I carve away hunks of wood. This reminds me of like old Sonic the Hedgehog music. Or just Sega Genesis music. Right? Nobody's born cool, except for people who make royalty-free music. Dang, alright, more people hopping in. Welcome to the stream. If you were here last time, I'll just do a quick recap. Carving out this block of this possum. He's hanging from a branch, enjoying a drink. This is a kind of a commission piece for a local brewery. And the setup is really cool with the green screen. Thank you. I have a funny joke using the green screen at the end, so stick around. Shoot, where was I going with this? Yes, so we started carving this last time, and I'm gonna try to get as far as I can today so I can have it, and then I'll finish it up next week. And next Friday on the live stream, hopefully I'll be in studio to be able to print it for you on the live stream. So you know, technically, I don't know if I could really call this a commission. We were talking about it, but then before we could ever agree on anything, the whole quarantine thing hit. So I was never able to show it to him in person. So I really like the design anyway, so I'm just gonna make it. If they don't like it, I can make them a different one. But I'm just gonna make this one for now. Here, I know I enjoy like pixely music, but I know some people don't. So let's just... Here we go. This is a little bit more chill to go with the rainy, chill day we're having, I think. Sounds like it anyway. Also, if you're just joining too, minutes before I went live, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna have a green screen. I'm gonna go all out today. So I got it set up, and my cat is just so confused why I have blankets like nailed to my ceiling right now. And I was testing it out, and my setup monitor is over here, so I'm looking at it, and then he like pokes his head out from the side of the screen, and so he was just kind of like a floating head there for a second. It's spooky. Spooky floating cat head. He might do it again. So, pay attention to this shoulder. If you don't like the carving. Ugh, I need a heavier table. I'm about knocking this thing over with how much pressure I'm putting on this. This thing's dull. Let's move to the smaller one. Yeah, I left the face a little blank, so I get more of it. I left the face pretty blank so I can kind of create the texture for the face as I carve. It's definitely a riskier way to do it, but I don't know, sometimes you get just pretty cool lines, cool texture, just out of winging it. Maybe that's irresponsible, maybe that's unique, I don't know. I think we were up. Oh man, we're hemorrhaging viewers. We were up to like, I don't know, 14, 15 there for a second. Quick, everyone share. We need more family. More Artful Connections family. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that chunk just missing right there. Too strong for the table. If you carve it, views will come, or whatever. I am doing what you shouldn't be doing, and I'm carving towards my hand. That's how you lose a hand. But hey, that'd be interesting content, right? Oh yeah, look at that. He's starting to pop right out of that board. His butt is, anyway. 18, up to 18. All right, keep them coming. You know, if we get up to 20, oh, there it is, 20. All right, I was gonna say if we get up to 20 views, I'll show you guys my secret, and my secret to carving. You know, no, I'm gonna shout. We need one more viewer. 20. Can we get 21? No, we went down to 18. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna do it before the joke's gone. All right, my secret to carving is this is not actually my table at all. Seattle, welcome from Seattle. I am actually carving at a Mexican restaurant. I mentioned last time I really wanted a burrito, and so I just had to have a burrito. Luckily, no one's here, so I can do whatever I want. Hey, Stephanie, miss you too. I miss Brink Club. So now you all know my secret. Now you all know my secret to my carvings is I do it at a Mexican restaurant. It's pretty convenient right now since no one can dine in. Yeah, guac and marks are pretty good, but man, just the other day I was just craving one of those, like, you know, arm-sized burritos. Just ones just like when you eat it, you have this existential crisis, and you're like, how did all of that fit in my stomach? That was actually my outro screen, so if you stick around for another half hour, you'll be able... If you missed it, I actually did end up getting a burrito. It has given me the strength to be able to carve this out. I cannot carve off of hash brown patties covered in melted cheese alone, which is, if you haven't guessed, that's what I've been eating a lot of. Burrito strength. Alright, almost done with this side. And then we go back to more tracing. Or I could work on some more of the fur if you'd like. I worked on a little bit of the fur off camera in between now and last week. It's hard to see because I painted over it, so you can't see all of like the. You can kind of see it on this leg, but some of the stuff towards the top up here, it'd be on the very top. It's hard to see. There we go. Look at that. He's starting to pop right out. And then let's give him a little bit of texture in his fingers. So what's everyone doing? I realize there's not a whole lot we could do right now, but, you know, what have you been watching? Everybody's really into that tiger documentary. I haven't watched it yet. Everyone always asks me if I watched it. I feel like I've seen it now that I've seen all the memes of it. Can you see it? Nope, you can't see it. Alright. Whoop! There we go. Yvonne, hey! I got Seattle, I got New York in here. We're going coast to coast. I don't think I've gotten Yvette to do a woodcut. You being her mom. I need a GoPro for my head. I do have one, actually. I don't know if it'd work for my head. Like on my, it'd have to be like strapped to like my nose so you could see it. I don't go bend down far enough. I could try. What is it? It's not actually a GoPro. It's like the super cheap knockoff. My dad got it. Is this hydraulic toaster? Maybe. My dad, it's called like Sports Cam. I think it's just called Sports Cam. So no, it's got all the straps and everything. So if I could strap it to my head, I could give it a shot. I've used it to do time lapses. That's kind of cool. Alright, but yeah, if you weren't here in the beginning, my name's Cody Sherman. I have my own little side business doing this, called Toaster Press. I do woodcut printmaking, carve images out of wood, print them onto shirts like the one I'm wearing. This is my, one of my logo ones, Toaster Press. I'm not gonna stand up too high or take my shirt off, so that's all you get. Ooh, do I still have those images loaded up? Hold on, let's see. Damn it. Nope, wrong one. That's a bird making pasta. This one? Hey, there we go. There's one I did. Chest rig, that could work. So, I'm a little embarrassed. That bird making pasta. The bird making pasta was part of a setting up screen I had. It's like, oh, getting ready to make or to go live. But I was like, oh, that's not very professional. I should probably just stick to just my face. But I guess I forgot to delete it off of my stream buttons. But hey, that's why you gotta watch these things live for the bloopers. And for okay, this is probably gonna be super blurry, but I gotta do this at least once. Get a little of that cat. He's just chilling. Anyway, back to carving. 21 viewers. Welcome to the live stream. What should I carve? Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to the chat. Kelly, thank you. And okay, should I carve out more of the fur, or should I keep on outlining like I said I was gonna do at the beginning? I'm gonna carve out this little bit while you guys decide. Also, if you guys weren't here for the special surprise at the end of the stream, probably another like 10-ish, no, 20 minutes. Outline. Gotta vote for outline. Might be the only person to reply, so I might just start outlining. Alright, and outline. Okay, we're gonna outline. Before I go back to that, I'm gonna use my little slip strap right here. This helps me keeps my blades nice and honed. It's got a thing of leather on the backs. You can kind of see all the metal that's been left over. Gives it a nice mirror look to it. Do a little of the fur. Okay, you know what? Yeah, since like I can do the fur just really quick. And then we'll get to the outline. So because that won't take long. The outline will probably take the rest of the stream. So let's see. I'll start doing it from here. So you can kind of see I've started right there. What it will actually look like. So I can like start to fill this in a little bit. Is the pieces I have left over, it'll be covered in ink. So it'll give the illusion of fur being layered over itself. It was like that on... Okay, I don't remember which one was the bird. Hey, there we go. Woo! It'll look kind of like... So, similar effect to this guy. Where he's got the fur just kind of layered over itself. That is the same kind of idea I'm going for, just on a smaller scale, and just more repeating. Heyo! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Am I carving in the right direction for this? No, I am not. I need to flip it around. Can I? Nope, I can't go any further. Alright. As good as we're gonna get. Maybe I'll accidentally do it again if we get... Oh, well, shoot, we're already at 22 viewers. If we get to 25 viewers, I'll accidentally click the bird making pasta again. Ooh, almost went too far on that one. So yeah, you can kind of see it starting to climb up his leg there. My cat is still laying on his back over there like a bum. You know, I don't think I introduced, I said who I, like, that I'm Cody Sherman of Toaster Press, but I also, when are you making Tiger King shirts? Oh, that's the documentary. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd probably have to watch it first. And then get the license to do so. Because, you know, I'm not just gonna hope for the best that doesn't come after me. Dude's got tigers, I think. He's a little tied up. Yeah, I did hear that bit. So I know we had one person in here from Seattle, we had one person in here from New York. Use your cat in the memes. I've already made my cat on a plate once. He's Thug Life. He's actually a pretty popular block. Where was I going with this? Oh, where's everybody watching from? Obviously, Art Force, Iowa. We're in central Iowa. Heart of Des Moines. Oh, we're at 22. Keep sharing. If you hit 25, if we hit 25 viewers, I'll accidentally hit the bird making pasta button again. My house. Tony Wagers is at his house. Florida, Arkansas, and my house. He's in my house? Maybe that's what my cat was chasing a minute ago. Alright, Tony, as long as you stay 6 feet away, I think we're good. Alright. I realized I went back to outlining without. Alright. Oh, and we dropped down to 16. That's okay. That means you all are the coolest of the cool, sticking with me. What time is it? 13 after? Almost there. Probably another 12 minutes or so. There we go. Thank you. I think it's coming along alright. Here, I'm kind of coloring a little bit more to help give that effect. There, does that show up better? That'll kind of look like when it prints. Oh man, I got a big old mess on my desk. I'm gonna have to vacuum. Let's back this up a little bit. It's a lot of little lines, so it seems like a lot. I mean, it kind of is. That's definitely the most fur I've ever done on anything. So yeah, it'll take a while, but fur is not too difficult. Or at least the way I do it anyway. What kind of board I'm using? Good question. So traditionally, woodcut artists, can you hear me over the carving? I don't know if the carving's too loud, but, or I could like lean into the mic and be super loud. Hey everyone. Today I'm using a medium density fiberboard, also known as MDF. Mostly known to be used in ready-made furniture found in big box stores like Target, Walmart. Do Kmart still exist? I'm not sure. IKEA. Traditionally, people would use a Sheena. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Traditionally, people would use a Sheena or a cherry, and hardwood is what you're looking for. I prefer MDF just because since it isn't a traditional wood, it doesn't have a grain, so I don't have to worry about any kind of chipping. It's also a little bit easier to carve into. It's a little bit softer. But since it is so soft, it can dull out my tools pretty quick. That's why I keep my thing of leather and honing. There's a bunch of honing compound on this thing. I keep this on hand so I can keep my blades all nice and honed. Otherwise, they dull out pretty quick. Helps keep that nice, like, shine to them. Okay, you can hear me over the carving. Great. Alright, and as I promised, if you weren't here for the big surprise earlier, stick around for the next 8-10-ish minutes, and I'll show you my big carving secret. Oh wow, everyone left after that. Come back. I have a funny secret. How many prints, Gilbert asks, how many prints do the boards hold up for? That all depends on how well they are taken care of. So, I have had one board where I printed, oh, it's right next to me. I've had this one. This is one of my oldest boards I have. I've had this one for years. You've probably seen this on a lot of stuff. Sorry, it's like reflecting the green light, or the green of the board, or my blanket behind me. This design has been like my most popular one by far over the years. And I printed this thing hundreds of times. Now, where it becomes a problem is when you use too much pressure, the boards can split. So you can kind of see it's starting to break apart. Now, I've had one board that I designed for the 8035 Music Festival. And I only got maybe like 20-ish prints out of it. I was printing some nice lightweight tank tops with it. And I switched to some heavy cotton t-shirts. And I kept the pressure on my press exactly the same. And it was the change in the weight of the cotton of the tank tops versus the shirts. It was enough of a change that it was too much pressure and my board like split in half. So it really all just depends on how well you take care of your boards. Yeah, okay, I'm going to bring this to the tail, and then I think I'm going to do some more detail work in the fur. I was going to say, don't tell me I ran out of royalty-free music. By the way, if you want this playlist, just go to YouTube and type in royalty-free music. I'm pretty sure it's the first playlist available. It's got a little bit of everything for the whole family to enjoy. We had some weird dubstep stuff earlier. Now we're working on some folk instrumental acoustic stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. That branch is popping out. I need to figure out the texture for the tree, but it's fun to see the image start to just kind of pop out from the wood. How I do the double camera effect. I have two webcams. One is on my monitor in front of me, and another is next to my board right here. And then I got a mic, like, right next to my camera over there. And then I have my green screen behind me, if you want. If that's another thing that people are interested in, and if you're tired of seeing me do carving, I could do a tutorial on how to set up live streaming, because I know a lot of people are getting to that right now. Now, I'm no expert on it by any means, but there's all sorts. I'm using the Streamlabs OBS. Very similar to the OBS Studio. So I could have a bunch of really crazy notifications on right now, but I'm doing this for work, and I have to be professional. So, no. Well, I'm not doing this just for work. I'm doing this for everyone. I'm doing this for, because of the situation that we're all in. It's really great that we can connect like this as a community through art. I'd be doing this regardless. I'm just glad you all can join me with it. Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple more minutes, and then we'll close her out. I can, that'd be great. I'm doing yoga live. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you weren't here when I was talking about it earlier, the green screen that's behind me, I set it up in like 10 minutes. It was just a green sheet that I had laying around, but I'm in the middle of my living room, and so there's windows behind me, and there's a whole lighting thing, and so I had to back it, and it was a whole thing that I can get into later if we decide to cover that. So, am I showing this? Is this showing up on the... Oh, here, let's just scoot it. Unfortunately, the... what do you want to say? The focus on the webcam that's showing the block right now, it is a little touchy, and it always wants to focus on my hands, so I have to set like a static focus on it. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do yoga on live stream, but I could show you how to live stream you doing yoga. Let's pop out these fingers. My hand's in the way of the camera so you can't see anything. Yeah, I know there's ways that you can set up hotkeys for it too, so that, like, if you had a keyboard or some kind of clicker thing on you, you can just like hit a button and switch to a different thing. I have a couple, they're called scenes. I have a couple scenes set up. One of them being the bird thing that I accidentally showed. I'm not positive, but I think Gilbert was the only one who saw that. Bob Ross 2020. Yeah, I bet Bob Ross had a better mic setup. My hair is getting long enough and it's curly enough, I can definitely throw it out. Alright, okay, yep, we're here at the end. Thank you all so much for joining me. And again, if you weren't here earlier when I showed it, the secret, my deep secret to having a successful live stream is doing it in a Mexican restaurant. If you were here last Friday, I was telling you I craved a burrito, and so I had to be here. And no one's here because of the quarantine, so it's pretty convenient. But yes, thank you again for ArtForce Iowa, for letting me live stream and do this goofy stuff, carve out my board. Can't wait to show you guys the print with you guys next time. Whereas this way, up here, links, artforceiowa.org. Give them a check out if you haven't already. They have a little update on what's going on. Toasterpress.com. That is a really old website that I still need to update. And you can find my stuff on Instagram and Facebook. Mostly Instagram is probably the best place to go. At Toaster Press, one word. Thank you all. Thank you, Gilbert, Debbie, Amy, Sean, and the all other of you who are just lurking. That's totally fine. Yes, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. And I'm just going to stall as I try to find the button that makes me end this live stream. Bye.